The job of nursing is so incredibly important to the patient. So nurses do a lot of work. You all know that, having studied this profession. I'm not telling you anything you don't know, but the work that you do, the knowledge that you have, the pace that you keep, the care in your heart, all of those things is required for someone to be a good nurse. But beyond just being a good nurse, when I think of a hospital setting, a clinical setting, any sort of medical setting that I can even think of, what I think about is who makes the most difference on that team. And I have to say, those teams are made up of a lot of people who interact with patients, but no one interacts with the patient as much as the nurse. The nurse makes the substantive difference for the patient on a daily basis. Others see the patient for a few minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. The nurse sees the patient for a shift, hours, and days upon days together. There's a relationship that exists between a nurse and a patient that is so different, so unique, and so special that it cannot be duplicated by anyone else in that line of people who provide patient care. The nurse is the person who is the conduit for the patient, for their family, for the doctor, for the other technicians who interact with the patient. The nurse knows more about the patient than most of that team. And even though the doctor has the higher level and really serves a very, very different person, the doctor doesn't have as much contact and as much interaction and as much real knowledge of the patient as the nurse does. So for all of you very, very, very special people who have chosen this incredibly noble profession, I thank you as a person, as having been a patient, as having been the daughter of a mother and father who were patients, as the wife of a husband who actually fairly recently was a patient. I know the nurses were taking such incredible care. It's always such a comfort. But I have to tell you, as the president of this great institution of LA City College, who has this wonderful nursing program with this great faculty and staff who are a team together to do their very best for you, I am so proud of what you have done, because you did something that so many people cannot imagine doing. You spent a year in a remote environment to complete your program. So not only am I proud, but I have profound respect for each and every one of you graduating today. You are a very, very special breed. I also strongly believe that you will make a more incredible difference for our city, for our country, for our world than is even imaginable right now, because of what you just experienced this last year. So my humble respect to you. I'm so happy to be able to be here tonight to congratulate you. Thank you so much for staying with this program in the most difficult of circumstances. My respect, my admiration, and my great wishes to you all. Congratulations, nursing class of spring 2021. Hats off to you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Gallagher. And now it gives me a great pleasure to introduce this year's commencement keynote speaker, Ms. Barbara Vasquez.
Well, hello. Following Mary Gallagher is not exactly what I would always want to do, but I will give it my best shot. So hello, everyone. And like Dr. Gallagher has said, I'm humbled to be your keynote speaker today. I'm honored, but I'm also humbled. I'll be looking down a little bit because I did write some things down, partly to keep me on track, and so I don't also go on too long. But I'm also in awe of your profession and the dedication of nurses. Like Mary, myself, and family members have had the pleasure of being involved with nurses. I don't know if that's a pleasure, but we've undergone operations, and a number of years ago, I even successfully overcame breast cancer. And I personally know the importance of nurses. But my husband has had way too many surgeries and procedures. And one of the most memorable of these was back in 2008. He almost died after a surgery when his blood became too thin. And I remember being in the ICU and at one point counting the number of bags that were hanging down and going into him. Different bags of who knows what they were giving him. The doctors gave him a 10% chance to live, but the nurses were amazing. And I'm convinced that the attention to detail and the care they provided is why he's still here with me today. So just know that you make the difference, not only to the person that you're caring for, but to the entire family and all those that are touched and reached by that person. And as Mary said, the pandemic has just only highlighted the importance of nurses. I commend you also for the number of hours of education that you've completed and the difference you will make to so many people as you serve in the medical field. And I also understand that most of you, if not all of you, assisted getting people tested and vaccinated for COVID. So hats off to you. You've already got a running start. I remember coming to LACC, and in the library, we have an archives. And in the archives, I found pictures of each of the graduating classes of nurses being stored there. And why was it being stored there? Because the program a number of years before I came was canceled. And I remember feeling very, very sad about that. But luckily, they started the program again. I was thrilled, and I made sure that the nursing department received all of those historic nursing pictures, pictures of the graduating classes. And I hope they're still on display in the nursing area if there's room for them. For a number of years, I've been honored to serve on the advisory committee for the nursing program. And I've also supported the program by being on evaluation committees for some of your fabulous nursing faculty. I know the librarians, since I work in the library, I've been the department chair there for about 20 years. They've always looked forward to giving the orientations to the nursing classes, letting them know about the resources available. I've also was honored to be a mentor to your director, Christiana Boscaron, when she started at LACC. But now she knows more than I do, especially since her job goes way beyond the campus and includes, but not limited to, working with the BRN and of course the many hospitals who provide clinical opportunities for the students, for all of you students. There are no words to say how proud I am of each of you receiving your pin today. It takes a very special person, like Mary said, to want to be a nurse and then completing all the difficult classes and requirements. Knowing that the knowledge and procedures you learn affects the lives of people, knowing that the compassion you show makes a difference in their recovery, and knowing that you may be put in situations where your own health and safety may be compromised, and still being willing to do this is, as I said, beyond words. I also want to say that I am in awe that you completed this program in this Zoom pandemic environment. And that was only accomplished by your dedication and the dedication of the faculty and administration of Los Angeles City College, a real team effort. I'm so glad that you continued, since nurses are needed more than ever. And I have no doubt that you're going to pass your exams and become certified registered nurses. You have proven that you can overcome whatever they throw your way. One of the things I just mentioned was serving with compassion. A simple definition of compassion is to suffer with. I was privileged in 1990 to meet Mother Teresa at the Mother House in what was then called Calcutta, India. Mother Teresa embodied compassion. I know she probably wasn't an actual registered nurse, but much of the work that she and the sisters do are like nursing. My husband and I worked for 3 weeks at Premdan, which was a large industrial building given to the Sisters of Charity in Calcutta, India. And there we bathed and fed and spent time talking to the people who lived there. Neither themselves nor their families could care for these people, so they were brought to this place and freely given care. It's an experience I will never forget as we worked alongside the Sisters of Charity. And I want to leave you with a quote from Mother Teresa to consider as you perform your nursing duties each day. It is not how much you do, but how much love you put into the doing. So along with Mary, I want to say congratulations to the LACC nursing class of spring 2021. And thank you for letting me do this keynote speech.
Thank you so much, Barbara. Barbara is looking forward to retirement at the end of this year, sometime in June. But you will always be remembered with fondness of all students, faculty, and staff. And it's been a privilege of serving and working with LACC. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Nurse, just another word to describe a person strong enough to tolerate anything and soft enough to understand anyone. So let's listen to Destiny Mamporian, Class Vice President, Nafuan Fiona, the Class President, and Joseph Benjamin Santos, Class Representative, for the reflection.
Hi, everyone. My name is Destiny. I would like to first start by congratulating each and every one of us. We finally did it. We graduated nursing school. Not only did we reach this monumentous milestone in our lives under normal nursing school circumstances, you know, the sleepless nights, the care plans, revisions, hundreds of hours reading and studying, the long clinical days, it goes on and on and on, as we all know. On top of it all these things that we did helped build our critical thinking skills as a nurse. You throw in a global pandemic, an entire shutdown of the world, and you'll find yourself looking at 39 of the most determined, fearless, and compassionate future nurses you'll ever see. I am beyond honored to be speaking here to my classmates as well as each person that is here today, because each and every individual watching this has carried a pivotal role in our success. From endlessly supporting us through the uncertainty, the breakdowns, the fear and anxiety, you believing in the student that we were and the nurse that we would one day become is exactly why we are standing here today. And we thank you all from the bottom of our hearts. I'd like to give a special thank you to Professor Berry, our Vice Director. Professor Berry will be leaving us this year to start a new chapter of her life, and we are so grateful to have had the opportunity to learn from her. The bravery and eagerness that this graduating class has portrayed during the entire program leaves me feeling hopeful for what's to come, confident that this is the most amazing profession out there, and proud to be part of something that is so selfless, regardless of the return. To my peers, congratulations, we really did it. As we go on in our careers and become the best nurses ever, I ask one thing: when you leave here, don't forget why you came. Thank you.
Thank you, Destiny.
All right. Hey, everyone. My name is Joseph. Good afternoon. And to Fiona's family from Thailand, Sawadee krap, kun po, kun me na paporn. Hopefully I nailed that. After 2 years of suffering, oh, okay, sorry. I meant to say hard work. After 2 years of hard work, we finally made it halfway to the end. And I say halfway because whether you like it or not, we still have to take the NCLEX and obviously pass it, which we will. I'm manifesting it 100%, right, Dr. Bhaskaran? I'll take that as
Yes.
oh, yes, exactly. So let's forget about the future for a second, though, and take a quick trip down memory lane. I still remember the time when I received that last-minute phone call from Dr. Bhaskaran asking me to rush to school to attend a nursing orientation. I was having a nice lunch with my family at Glendale until my phone rang. I remember losing my temper because I didn't get to finish my fried chicken. However, that's all in the past. Dr. Bhaskaran and I are best friends now, and I love her. So shout out Dr. B. You're an icon. Dr. Bhaskaran, alongside our dear President Fiona, have worked tirelessly to meet the needs of this cohort. Our class persevered despite the challenges we had to face due to the COVID-19 restrictions. However, we couldn't have done it if it weren't for their hard work and dedication in finding clinical sites for us. So I think they deserve a round of applause for that. Thank you. I am also eternally grateful for that phone call, Dr. Bhaskaran, because it truly changed my life for the better. I have met some of the most inspiring nurses in the hospital. One in particular was from my first semester clinical rotation at Mission Community Hospital, our dearly beloved Arlene Aquino. Arlene welcomed our clinical group with open arms, and she was always willing to share her knowledge with us to ensure that we got the most learning experience during our clinical rotation. Sadly, Arlene was one of the many frontline healthcare workers that lost the battle to COVID-19, but her legacy continues to live on. We will always remember her warm smile and kind heart, and we hope to inspire future nursing students the way she inspired us. We love and appreciate you, Nurse Arlene.
Thank you, Joseph.
Yes. You're welcome. James, I am genuinely honored to be part of such a strong group of aspiring nurses. We have successfully adapted to the changes brought upon by the pandemic, and our resilience will help us overcome whatever lemon life throws at us. That sounded much better in my head, but you get the point. We'll make it. The people of this cohort, whom I am proud to call my friends, have so much love, kindness, encouragement, and patience and care to offer. I am certain without a doubt that they will all go out there and change people's lives the way they changed mine. Ew, oh my God, sorry. In the great words of the late Maya Angelou, I've learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. And honestly, I'll never forget how special you all made me feel over the last 2 years. So, yeah, I love you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Joseph.
Yeah, just final thing, congratulations. Class of 2021, I am so proud of us, and let's change the world one patient at a time. Cheers, everyone. We made it. Yay.
All right. I'm just gonna kind of like wrap myself a little bit. Hold on. Okay. Good evening, family, friends, faculty, honored guests, and good morning to my beloved parents in Thailand. สวัสดีค่ะคุณพ่อกับคุณแม่ Hi, mom and dad. I love you too so much. Huh? I love you too so much more than you could ever know. Okay, thank you all of you for being here at our virtual opening ceremony of London University College Registered Nursing Class of Spring 2021. My name is Kapapa Nupan, or everyone knows me as Fiona. It was such an honor in this lifetime and that I have had a chance to serve my cohort as a class president and representative of our extraordinary classes. I know that a virtual pinning is not what we had original planned for, but let us use this platform as opportunity to reach beyond the limiting boundaries of location to recognize our hard work, dedication, and our achievement with everyone who is able to watch this Zoom tonight. I want to take a moment to thank those of you who allow all of us to be here today. Thank you to LACC Foundation for scholarships, books, and nursing uniforms. Thank you to Ms. Vicky Cheng, who has provided donation to fund the NCLEX exam fees for all our nursing students, along with additional support from the Persistent Grant. Thank you to our nursing program director, Dr. Bhaskaran, who worked tirelessly to make sure that we all succeed. I can measure that effort from our frequent phone calls or Zoom call through days and nights. With all of your guidance and passion in the work you do for us, we all appreciate your nurturing support. To all our nursing faculty and clinical instructors, I truly, deeply from the bottom of my heart, on behalf of my cohort, thank you for providing all the support, knowledge, guidance, encouragement, and sense of humor that we needed in order to become who we are today. You challenge us, pray for us, and sometimes straight out over our grades, probably more than we did. Thank you for holding us to the highest standards of excellence to make sure we reach our full potential in our lifetime with you. And of course, to my mom and dad for believing in me to do great things before I even believe in myself. All this help had allowed me to achieve my American dream. I moved here in the US by myself 7 years ago. I was searching alone, trying to figure it out who I was. And now I'm so much more of where I want to go in life. I stand here strong. You stood here with me through it all the time. We stand here together now, rising and thriving. I know that each of us had their own individual struggles and personal triumphs. We made sacrifices, and yet we persist. We have spent the last 2 years earning our degree all while working, and some of us are raising families. We are currently facing an extraordinary battle with the COVID-19 pandemic. Virtual clinical skill lab trigger our fear and concern about the lack of experience of working with patients. But seeing everyone helping each other when we were in the hospitals and at the vaccination site of COVID-19 demonstrate the meaning of professional collaboration and leadership. Looking back at all the steps we took together in this nursing school journey to where we stand now, it is clear that we learned to take care of our patients by first to learning to take care of one another, because teamwork makes the dream work. We have shown the strength to prevail through some real life obstacle, and our achievements is just a confirmation of who we are as persevering individuals in the face of adversity. The current pandemic has brought to the forefront many of the issues in the healthcare system. We have studied why in nursing school, for example, the physical and emotional strain on nurses. The burnout is real, and a lack of recognition and appreciation for various nurse specialties and their clinical expertise. So we are ready to face the challenge head on and make the system better for everyone from the healthcare worker to the patients. This is a major time of change that is happening in healthcare, and we are getting in at the starting line of it. Looking back, I feel our cohort is perfectly aligned to face this moment in time. We will be the best nurses that our community deserves. I am so proud to be a part of such an elite group of individuals. We were born to stand out, and our nursing cohort is going to succeed minority exists in the world. Congratulations, LACC class of spring 2021. Woo! Woo! Let's give 5.5 claps to every one of you.
Fiona, we would like to surprise you.
What?
We have a gift for you.
What is that?
The class came together and got a gift for you.
No.
So this is for your U World. Okay. We also got you this.
Congratulations! I love you!
You guys What?
Say thank you to your
Love
classmates.
For real? Thank you. Thank you for all you did for us the whole time. Like the most amazing present we have ever have like hoped for. We didn't even know what we needed. We were there before we like could even think of it. So thank you so much for all you do every day, every semester. I love you guys. I love you all. Thank you. Really? I mean, can I pin my mom and dad a little bit? Hold on. Mom,
Mama! I love you!
Mom,
Congratulations! I love you!
they're from Thailand. Thank you. Love you, mom and dad. You made it
I
amazing.
love you! I love you!
Okay.
I love you, Fiona!
I have to go off spotlight now, mom. Thank you.
Hey!
Thank you so much. What a great reflection. That is more than a testimony. Thank you, Joseph. Thank you, Fiona, and thank you, Destiny. Leo Buscaglia once said, "Too often we underestimate power of a touch, a smile, a kind word, a listening ear, an honest compliment, or the smallest act of caring, all of which have potential to turn a life around." So now I would like to invite you to please enjoy this very nice presentation of Class 2021.
We finished nursing school and it has been interesting and fun, all beginning on day one. Recall the times within the school hallways, quizzing over skills, who'd be next to run the drills, rushing to school into the room, then arising minutes before the Zoom. Oh, the high contrast of the first days to the last. When COVID struck, we still had luck, grateful to the higher power, screening employees for hours. Part of the frontline teams, vaccinating thousands at a time, minimum age of 65. Some lifelong friends, though schooling ends. How do we make it through this chaos alive? How are you doing, my dear? Going further in here. taught us things that we will remember all the while. Silly things that made us smile. Confused old folks, glucose check pokes, piggyback line for AVs, placing indwelling pulleys. You know the nurse must assess first. ABC's acute safety, don't ask why. Advocate and be cool. You graduated nursing school. Now that we're done, a slice of fun is expected for the night. Bati gave us the green light. The clinic times in ATI, crossing fingers in our minds to pass NCLEX the first try. The times we shared and dared to care, stepping up to do our best every time. More to learn how we'll grow, in the years we'll come to know. More to learn how we'll grow, in the years we'll come to know. Advocate and be cool. You graduated nursing school.
Wow, that was an awesome journey, everyone. Thank you so much for preparing such a very wonderful compilation of experiences over the years. Thank you so much. Now, the meaning of life is to find your gift. The purpose of life is to give it away. That was a quote by our favorite William Shakespeare. Doing the right thing isn't always easy. In fact, sometimes it's really hard. But just remember that doing the right thing is always right. So let's welcome Dr. Christiana Basran to present the awards.
Good evening, everyone. And first, I want to congratulate the class Spring 2021, the nursing students who are graduating in Spring 2021. It was an amazing journey and you survived. And, from what? You were in second semester when we started remote learning. That was in Spring 2020. And then in fall 2021, in the fall 2020 and now in spring 2021, almost 3 semesters, you're having the remote learning, but you really endured it and you did it, or you cooperated with us in every possible way in learning the theory and the clinical. And I'm really proud to say that these students participated in COVID testing in spring 2020. We started in March and towards the end, in the April, May, they really were great help in COVID testing. And in spring 2021, our students, especially our graduating class, third semester, second semester, they participated in vaccination. Dodger Stadium is one of the the major vaccine initiative, and our students played a very big role in vaccinating patients, vaccinating everyone in Dodger Stadium. And also, they were going to different major hospitals like California Hospital, County Hospital, the LACC USC, and the other one is White Memorial Beverly Hospital. In all of those major hospitals, our students were participating in the vaccination. So thank you so much. And every one of you deserves an award, but some students, they stood out and we need to recognize that. Before I go into this award, I just want to thank all the dignitaries who really helped us and helped all of you to reach today. Okay, so I really want to thank the president, Dr. Gallagher, LACD College, Dr. Gallagher, and the vice president of academic affairs, Dr. Lancaster, for all the help during this pandemic and all the time. And also I want to thank Vice President of Admin Student Services, Mr. Andreasian. Thank you so much. I want to thank our Dean of Nursing, Dr. Armando Figueroa Rivera. So thank you so much for all your help. And at this time, I want to recognize Ms. Vicky Chang for all his generous support in all the different ways. Like one is she's providing $500 per student as an NCLEX grant award. And apart from that, she's also giving persistence grant for supporting our students, those who are undergoing various struggles. And that has increased more in this during this pandemic. I also want to thank our LACC Nursing Foundation and Director, Mr. Robert Swartz, and also the Director of District Institutional Advancement, Mr. Robert Fuller. He is instrumental in giving out these awards, either in, he's the one taking care of Vicky Chang's award. So thank you so much for working with us and helping our student to get the funds at the needed time. Then I also want to thank Ms. Barbara Vasquez for accepting the invitation to be our keynote speaker. Not only that, for all your support in all these years. And, we miss you. I wish you a wonderful retirement, and thank you for being so supportive throughout your stay here for the nursing program. I want to thank our LACC nursing faculty. Without their help and cooperation, we cannot, or the students cannot reach the finish line. Thank you so much for all your hard work and your contribution. And you stood with the students in every possible way. Thank you. I also want to thank LACC Admission for all their help in the graduating students from admission until now. Thank you so much. LACC Counseling, again, from the admission until they graduate. Thank you for all your help. LACC Student Life, you really worked with us in many ways for all the struggling students. Whenever we referred the students to you, really you stretched out and you extended your help. Thank you so much. LACC Student Services, thank you so much for all your help on working with our students. LACC Financial Aid, thank you. So with that, I am going into this award section. This is very special, and let me just announce the candidates. We have, usually we have 3 candidates, and this semester, we also introduced another category to recognize, outstanding students. Thank you. The first one, I want to go to the Leadership Award. This particular candidate, really specially gifted, have so much of leadership skills from the get-go, even from our first semester, she exhibited the skill. And this award goes to, I need to say so much about Fiona. She really worked with me. She kind of coordinated all the vaccination, for all the students, almost not just the graduating class, for third semester, second semester. I just have to call her and say, then immediately she kind of implements, and she also works because vaccination is voluntary. So she took care of that and worked alongside the hospital people. Thank you so much for all you've done. And, Fiona is a very gifted with exceptional leadership qualities. Thank you so much for extending your that quality and shared with us. Thanks a lot. Okay, so I just want to, give me a second. So this award goes to Napapan Anupan Fiona.
Woo, Fiona!
Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Pascan. I know that, I'm gonna still be here. If you still miss me, I'd be around helping you out. So
She's a Google Doc queen. Yes. Okay. So the next one, I'll go to the academic excellence. So every semester we award students who have a 4.0 GPA. And we have 2 students who have a straight 4.0 GPA. Congratulations. And I want to read the names. Eunjin Jang.
Thank you so much. I didn't expect it this one. Yes, this is for thanks to all my professors. Thank you so much.
Yes. The next one, again, academic excellence goes to Anna Martirosian. Can we have Hannah? Oh, hello, Anna.
Thank you so.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I could not do that without you.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. The other categories are Florence Nightingale Award. Again, every semester we recognize students who perform well in the clinical. So we have 2 candidates this time. I want to read out the names. Sherry Holman. Can we have Sherry? Hi.
I'll say thanks to Dr. Jella Cruz for being my first clinical instructor and teaching me everything.
Congratulations.
Congrats, Sherry.
Next is Leanne Wright.
She's here.
Okay, can we have her in the spotlight?
Oh, here, Leanne.
Congrats.
I am like totally shocked. Thank you so much. I'm so honored. I really thank you guys. That makes me feel so good. I really want to do, innovative stuff. So thank you very much.
Thank you. The next category, what we are introducing this time is Nursing Student Champion Award. This is students who really stood out and helped for the entire class. Some students really helped us during this pandemic. Before going to the hospital, some students packaged the whole PPEs for all of their classmates, and also even for the pinning. So she's very talented and really giving her service to the class so that they can go and have a better clinical experience. So they need not worry about that. So thank you so much. I want to call Rachel Obrero Queen. Thank you so much for all you've done, Rachel. Such a wonderful job. Thank you. The next student is Roger Sales. Where is Roger? Yes, thank you, Roger. When students are struggling, we approached him and he also helped the students to be, successful, like a group learning. Thank you so much for all you've done. Thank you.
Guys, shout out to Professor Austin. I still remember about that insulin.
Yes, thank you. And as I said, all of you deserve a reward. Okay, so congratulations to all of you, class of the nursing class of spring 2021. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, and thank you for everyone. I would just like to shout out credit for that beautiful nursing song. Leanne and her band, Del Rey Community Jazz Band. Such a great composition, great rendition. Thank you so much. Excellent. So talented. Now, let us move to the highlight of the ceremony. Pins are traditionally presented to future nurses. by faculty at pinning ceremony as a symbolic welcome into the profession. To present our candidates, let us welcome Professors Adriana Portugal and Teodora Palma.
Just wanted to say before we start, congratulations you all, and have a fabulous summer, and I can't wait to see you guys in the workforce. Alexandra Flores.
Thank you guys so much. I appreciate my friends, family, and everybody.
Yes, to all of you, all of you. Yes. Yes.
Oh. Annetta Suk.
Let's go. It's okay. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Anna Martrosian.
Hello.
Anna, bravo.
Thank you.
Caitlin Aguirre.
You're coming up.
Yeah. Charlena de los Reyes.
Chin Hui Yang Sheyan.
Cheyenne,
Hi, thank you so much.
Yes, Cheyenne. Chung Ok San.
Chan-san, congratulations.
Congratulations. Congrats, Sean.
Congratulations, Sean.
Chinmayo.
축하해요. 네, 고맙습니다. 돈도 안 줬네.
말도 나와요. 조심.
Destiny Mampurian. Diana Tejeda.
Yeah!
나 이제 있잖아, 보면. 이전에 있잖아, 보면. 알겠습니다.
Okay, okay.
Wait, so for you to be
Yun Jin Yang.
이제 나와, 너야. 설명해주지 마.
Chinmayo.
Jay Galit.
Yay! Yay!
Congrats, Jay. Congratulations, Jay.
Thank you.
Jeff Reyes.
Congratulations, Jeff.
Yes, Jeff! Yes, go, Jeff!
Jennifer Montesinos.
Jennifer! Yes, Jennifer!
Jesus Hernandez Santiago.
Yeah.
He's good.
You guys.
Yeah, Jesus, congrats.
Congratulations, Jesus.
Joanna May Rivera.
Okay, figure out your framing because you're gonna be standing up.
Congrats, Joanna.
Yeah.
Congrats, Joanna.
Thank you.
Joseph.
Oh my God, me?
Congratulations, Joseph.
Thank you.
Hi, Miss Santos.
Thank you. It's my mom.
Julie Wong.
You're the best.
Karen Cruz. Christina Abramian.
Christina.
Kuntida Shin.
Go Candy.
Leanne Wright.
Go Leanne. Leanne.
Leon Chodo.
Let's go, Leon! Yeah! Let's go, baby!
Oh, turn me up, never down.
Turn me up, never down.
Proud of you, Leon.
Thanks, Paul.
Love you.
Love you too.
Love you too.
Marvin Puzalan. Megan So.
Good job, Mom.
Congratulations, Megan.
Congratulations. Okay. Good.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Mona Hodo.
Chef Pat, Mona.
Good job.
Monica Garavito.
Yay, Monica.
Napaporn Anupan Fiona.
Yeah.
Nara Niase.
Oh, he's so cute. Give him a choma.
What up, what up, what up?
Zamora.
You did it!
Thanks, guys.
Rachel Obrero
Woo, Rachel!
Robert Cortez. Roger Sales. Ryan Padilla. Sayanabu. Sherry Hallman.
No, it's not clear. It's not. It's not good.
Stephanie Lasso.
Yes, Stephanie.
이렇게 하는 거야. 봐봐. 보여줄게 샘플. 샘플 보여줄게.
Teresa Rodriguez. Vanessa Elizalde.
Bravo. Bravo.
Yeonjin Kim.
아니 앉아야 돼. 앉아야 돼.
Kinmayo.
Go, Kim. Congrats.
I was caught off guard. Congratulations to everyone. Thank you, Professors Palma and Portugal. So congratulations, tears of joy, guys. Thank you so much. Now, I would like to invite all of my nursing colleagues and of course our students, class of 2021, please rise and as we recite all together the Florence Nightingale Pledge.
Okay, I'm just going to take one moment to tell everyone about Florence Nightingale because she's an amazing person. And probably by now you've come to understand that she's a real rock star to us nurses. So she's the founder of modern nursing. And she was sent to head a nursing team to a hospital for wounded soldiers during the Crimean War. It was the 1850s and the conditions at the hospital were just horrible. But she got right to work on the basics. By improving sanitary conditions and nursing care, these nurses cut the death rate at the hospital by 2/3. It's said that Florence used a lamp in the evenings to minister to her patients, and she became known as the lady with the lamp. She wrote this pledge for new nurses, and it's our tradition to repeat it at every pinning ceremony. So we will now recite it, and feel free to recite it at home if you'd like to, as long as you just mute yourselves, okay? So I'm going to start and we'll have our students that are being spotlighted repeat. So the Nightingale Pledge. I solemnly pledge myself before God and in the presence of this assembly to pass my life in purity and to practice my profession faithfully.
I solemnly pledge myself before God and in the presence of this assembly to pass my life in purity and to practice my profession faithfully.
I will abstain from whatever is deleterious and mischievous and will not take or knowingly administer any harmful drug.
I will abstain from whatever is deleterious and mischievous and will not take or knowingly administer any harmful drug.
I will do all in my power to maintain and elevate the standard of my profession and will hold in confidence all personal matters committed to my keeping and all family affairs coming to my knowledge in the practice of my calling.
I will do all in my power to maintain and elevate the standard of my profession and will hold in confidence all personal matters committed to my duties and all family affairs coming to my knowledge in the practice of my calling.
With loyalty, I will endeavor to aid the physician in his work and devote myself to the welfare of those committed to my care.
With loyalty, will I endeavor to aid the physician in his work and devote myself to the welfare of those committed to my care.
And now I've been asked to give some remarks before we close. And being a practical person, I'm going to give you some practical advice. And I'll leave the fancy words to the dreamers. So here are my top 10. Number 1, always remember that one of the most important skill sets that nurses need is compassion. Keep that in mind. Through staffing shortages, extra shifts, and difficult situations, always do your best for your patients. Number 2, always be on time and ready to work. The shift before you is completing 12 hours. They're tired and maybe just barely hanging on. Be there for them, on time and raring to go. Number 3, always be willing to help out. Help a colleague get caught up, mentor a nursing student or a new grad. Be generous with your knowledge and your time. You'll feel good and you'll be repaid many times over. Number 4, be humble and willing to learn from colleagues, staff, students, and patients. Number 5, be flexible and continue to grow throughout your career. Number 6, be truthful and speak your truth. Remember that you are the expert on your patient. Number 7, make your workplace joyous. Use your head, your legs, your arms, your hands, all of your body, but most of all, use your heart. Number 8, and I say this because it's a real problem with this profession, don't work too much. Take care of yourself, your family, and your spirit. Remember to find something to enjoy in every day. Number 9, trust yourself. You know more than you think you do. And lastly, number 10, nothing to do but to congratulate the LACC nursing class of 2021 and to say go forth, do right, have fun, and you got this.
Thank you very much, Professor Berry. Truly words of wisdom there. And we will be missing you a lot. Faculty, students, you've been very, awesome person, dynamic team member, and a great mentor to most of our students. Thank you so much. And now it's a pleasure to introduce a nursing colleague to give her closing remark. Let's all welcome Professor Jocelyn Simpson.
Hello, everyone. LACC Spring Nursing Class of 2021, you did that. Not only did you survive nursing school, but you did it during a once-in-a-lifetime event. No one ever thought COVID-19 would have literally made the world stop, yet it did. About 15 months ago, you were about 3 weeks away from completing either your PEDS or your OB clinical rotations when we were mandated to stop with everything. Though lectures resumed weeks later, clinicals came to a screeching halt. Yet Los Angeles still needed you, and we wanted to see you progress in your nursing education. So that solution was through volunteerism. You stepped up, you assisted Children's Hospital from March to June 2020 at a time when many of you were questioning, is this a profession for me? I remember the conversation in Skills Lab that Wednesday afternoon on March 11th, just prior to when the chancellor said, this is the last week of in-person on Friday. We're moving up spring break. Training happened. We returned to teach you remotely. And yes, you did that. The resilience you've shown during this unprecedented pandemic showed you can achieve whatever you put your mind to. Your drive to continue your nursing education in light of the unknown proved nursing is the career for you. So finish strong, prepare and pass NCLEX. You know now, instead of 75 questions minimum, you have 60. Because hospitals are truly in need of you, just note that the nursing shortage has gotten worse through COVID, so they need all new grads on hand. This pandemic has illustrated that nursing is in need of a variety of ways. So that no one could anticipate, go out there, make your mark in nursing and the world. You survived nursing school and you did it through a pandemic. Yes, you did that. What an accomplishment. Congratulations again, spring class of 2021.
Thank you so much, Professor Simpson. Just keep in mind, guys, when you feel like quitting, remember why you started the first place. And now it's time to hear from our College of Nursing Program Director. Let us all welcome hardworking Dr. Bhaskaran.
Hello. At this time, I want to recognize Professor Lara Berry for all her service at LACC College. So she started LACC College as a full-time professor on September 2009, and she's our OB full-time instructor. She was teaching maternal and infant nursing. And she also worked as a TEAS coordinator and remediation instructor September 2009 until September 2018. She became the assistant director in spring 2016. So from that time, she continued as an assistant director as well as continued to teach her maternal and childhood. You know, I have no words to say in few lines, the service what Professor Berry has done to LACC nursing. She really worked alongside with me and the faculty and the student to increase the standard of this nursing program, you know, from a low level to right now where we are right now. So, you know, with wholeheartedly, I want to thank you for all your service. Not only that, for the, you know, for anything and everything. Professor Berry has a high standard. You know, we all have to go to that high standard. So she made us to reach that level. Students, you can vouch for that. Faculty, you can vouch for that. She doesn't just go with, you know, like not just a bare minimum. She really pushed us to go to the highest level of standard. And thank you so much for challenging us and, you know, helping us to go to that high standard. We'll really miss you. And then once again, I want to thank you wholeheartedly for all you've done for this program, you know, in beyond and site visit, any kind of accreditation visit, you're there. And thank you for all your guidance, for the faculty, for the new faculty in mentoring them and grooming them to be a you know, full-fledged faculty. And also every student can vouch for the learning and the challenges you put them through to reach the level of standard they have to achieve. So on behalf of LACC administration, nursing program, nursing faculty, nursing students, I really want to extend our heartfelt thanks for all your service in all these years. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. I'll miss all of you. I'll miss Penny Night, the happiest night of the year, in my opinion. And I don't want to take the spotlight away from our fantastic grads. So the only thing I want to say is congratulations. And, go out there and do it, grads. We're so proud of you.
Once again, congratulations, class of spring 2021. You did it. You withstood all the challenges, and here you are in the finish line. Go and make a difference in the world. Thank you.
We love you.
Woo! Congratulations.
Love you, Dr. Bhaskran.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Bhaskran.
Thank you.
Love you, Karen.
Thank you.
Congratulations, everyone.
Congratulations. Bye, Nabu.
Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations, class.